Before the achievements, before the celebrations, here's the work. Early mornings, late nights. Every challenge faced, every extra effort made.
Every victory starts with preparation.
We value leadership, resilience, and innovation. No victory without work. Because success isn't given, it's earned. Welcome to Adrian College.
Bulldog fans, remember to follow Adrian College TV on social media. For game highlights and campus events, you can catch it all on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and X at Adrian College TV. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to catch all our future streams live and support your Bulldogs.
Continue to take pride and learn from Asa Mahan's leadership today. "161 years of commitment to harnessing the power of creativity, ingenuity, community, and academic excellence."
I believe that if you get your degree, the world is going to feel like it's shrinking.
On a Wednesday night inside the Marilat Sport and Fitness Center with two teams coming in at 4-4, both trying to get some momentum heading into the break. It's the Adrian College Bulldogs and the St. Mary College Bells in this NCAA Division III Women's Basketball MIAA matchup. Hello friends, my name is Nathan Lindner, joined alongside Dakota Clifton. Dakota, tonight we've got a good one. Two teams that match up really closely on paper and two teams that are still trying to find out who they are. Only 3 games in MIAA play. Both of these programs are in that mid-early season stretch where every possession feels like a building block. You're trying to establish an identity, you're trying to build habits, and you're trying to stack wins before the calendar flips. And the thing about these two teams is they compete. You know, they play hard, they defend, they don't shy away from physical games. Adrian wants to turn this place into a tough gym to walk into, and you can feel that energy when they're locked in defensively. St. Mary's, meanwhile, is a team that loves to play with pace, loves to space the floor, and they're not afraid to fire from deep if you give them even a sliver of daylight. Dakota, when you've got two teams still shaping their identity, still tightening the screws, what kind of game do you expect early on?
I expect it to be a really close game. I expect it to be a really good matchup. Both teams will come out firing. Adrian's going to come out doing what they do defensively, and St. Mary's going to come out shooting the ball early and try and get an early lead, trying to take this game, make it out of reach very quickly.
And what's interesting about how these two teams are very similar on paper, but how different they go about getting their points. Adrian averages almost 65 points a game, shooting 40% from the field. They rebound the ball well at 39 boards a night. And the big thing they've got to clean up is turnovers, 17 a game, which is just too many in tight matchups like this. St. Mary's, on the other hand, scores just a bit more at 69 points per game, shoot a touch better from the floor and from three, and they generate more steals, 8.3 a night. They don't rebound as well, but they're quick, they're active, and they can shoot with confidence.
Yeah, it's really close on paper. I mean, obviously going through all the shooting stats, another couple of things is the assists per game. Both of them right around 13. That means they move the ball around well and they include everybody really well. That's something that both teams have going for them and are going to continue to do early on throughout this game and throughout the entirety of this game tonight.
All right, the stage is set. Conference play rolls on, and we're just about ready for tip-off before we get things started here inside the Marilat. We pause for the national anthem. We'll step aside for that, and when we come back, it's the Bulldogs and the Bells in an MIAA showdown. Dakota Clifton, Nathan Lindner, you're watching Bulldog basketball on ACTV.
diploma you will receive symbolizes your efforts and distinguishes you as a highly educated person, learned in the arts and sciences and prepared for a life of achievement and great accomplishment.
Adrian College has built something very special. You've created not just an academic environment, but a culture of physical excellence, discipline, and resilience. You've turned this college into a place where pushing the limits isn't the exception, it's the expectation.
We leave here with countless memories, loyal friendships, and moments that have shaped our character far beyond what we could have imagined when we stepped onto campus. So now, class of 2025, we've come a long way, and I know as we step into this next chapter, we'll step into a new exciting adventure. I know we will do so in faith, in confidence, and in gratitude. Thank you guys, and congratulations, Adrian College, class of 2025.
I'm a special ed social worker.
And I'm a third-year public affairs major.
I'm an action filmmaker.
Jevi is like a consolidated platform where I can have focused information in a couple swipes.
You can be another small voice that adds to a beautiful space. That's what I'm here for.
Adrian College is a private liberal arts institution known for its diverse academic programs, strong emphasis on experiential learning, vibrant campus life, and commitment to fostering a supportive community. Want to visit Adrian College for yourself? Visit our website at adrian.edu/campus visit.
And we're back. Starting lineups are being introduced for Adrian. 3 players are averaging double digits. Lish at 14, Bab at 13.4, and Ix at 13.1. Bab has also been a handfully historically good for against St. Mary's, averaging 24.5 points a game last season. Dakota, do you feel this matchup sets up for another big night from Bab, or does Adrian need someone else to step up?
I think Bab's going to have another great night here tonight, but they also can't rely only on Bab. It's a team sport, not just one person can be your outlier. You're going to have other people that step up to the occasion when Bab's out of the lineup for, a breather or when she's in foul trouble. Somebody's got to be able to step up in her place and do what she does on a consistent basis.
And on the other side, St. Mary's has 4 players in double figures, including Annie Restovich hitting almost 49% from 3, which is just ridiculous. They don't have a ton of size, nobody above 5'11", but they do shoot it extremely well. Dakota, how dangerous is the St. Mary's team when they start hitting these threes early?
It's going to be extremely dangerous for Adrian. If St. Mary's can pull ahead and get a hot streak going early beyond the arc, then there's not a whole lot Adrian's going to be able to do in terms of a comeback. And when they're, hitting back-to-back threes and several trips down the court, it's going to kill your momentum quickly. And that's something that Adrian can't afford to have, is being, burnt out up and down the court consistently. Yeah, Lish has been the most steady scorer so far for Adrian College, averaging 14 points a game while just shooting over 40% from the field and 31% from deep. She also adds good defensive pressure with 11 steals on the year, making her consistent presence on both ends. That's something that, helps out a lot. Somebody that can play both sides of the ball extremely well, and something that's going to be a big impact here tonight. It's really going to be a guard-heavy night tonight, especially for the Bells. They're a guard-heavy play. Like you said, their top 3 scorers, 3 of their top 4 scorers are all about 5 feet 7 inches. For Adrian, I think it's going to be the opposite. They're going to want to get inside and use Ix and Bab to really dominate inside of the paint. Tip-off underway, and we are underway here at the Marilat Sport and Fitness Center. Bulldogs win the opening tip. Bab at the top of the key, looking for Ix inside. Post entry, kicks it out. Hannah Lish for 3. A little long on that one. Bab with the offensive rebound, looking back inside for Ix. Picks up her dribble. Back out for Moorhead. Ashley Moorhead gives it off Bab, goes baseline. Backs down, square up, pull up, no good. And nearly another offensive rebound. But it's Liv Fry coming away with the board.
Liv Fry, not one of the top scorers, but she has started every game this year. She's only a freshman from Fort Wayne, Indiana. Restovich on the outside, working around the arc. Kicks it to Connolly, now the corner for Passanalt. Dumps it in low for Restovich. That's Kate Restovich. Throws up a prayer, and that one going down the other way.
Not a whole lot Restovich can do there. She got double teamed down low. Just threw up a prayer shot off the board, trying to get the bounce in. Just couldn't get the fall.
Early pressure here from the Bells, picking them up full court. Lish out in transition. Deeks right, layup, good.
Great fake from Lish. You got the defense to bite exactly what you want to do there on that fake.
Textbook fake out and go in for the drive. I know I've done that on multiple occasions. Now here's Fry, inside for Passanalt, defended by Ix, kicks it out for Annie Restovich, and she loses it.
Exactly what we were talking about earlier in the pregame intro. Turnovers, a big thing for both teams, and there was an example of that there.
2 Restoviches for the St. Mary squad. You have Kate and Annie, both juniors. They're obviously sisters from St. Louis, Missouri. I'd like to say they're twins. I'm not going to make any speculations, but they do look very similar. That's number 2 and number 14 on the court. That three-pointer tipped by Fry. She's got it now and out in transition. The Fry down the court, weaving through defenders. Pass Schultz, throws up, foul call.
Just came down on her a little bit instead of staying straight up and down, trying to make her work around her, tried to make her work through. That's not what you want to do defensively, because that's going to get you a foul every time.
So here's Liv Fry at the line. Averaged 3.5 points a game. She started every game. It kind of surprised me. You had the top 3 scorers. The top scorer, Hannah Outlaw, has not started a game despite averaging 11 points a game. But then you have someone like Liv Fry, who only averages 3.5 points a game, and she started every game. Maybe the starting presence, then you bring in Outlaw off of the bench kind of for that second spark. Lish from the corner for 3.
Not what we were expecting early out of the Bulldogs. We were expecting it more out of the Bells.
There's the shot from the Bells. It's Kate Restovich on the tray. Babb, left wing, handoff for Moorhead. They look to set it up. Moorhead now with Ava Schultz. Back up top for Babb. Looks to get to the wing with Lish. Inside, Ix, double team. Hands off for Babb, cutting to the basket and good.
A lot of early movement from the Bulldogs. Back cuts, just moving up and down the floor quick.
Foul going to be called against Aubrey Ix, her first on the entry pass.
Just getting too aggressive, going after the ball. You have a little bit more size. Let her catch it. Just play good defense. Don't reach. Don't be too aggressive, and essentially get a foul that was unnecessary.
Out up top for Kate Restovich. Gives it off for Fry. Pump fake drive inside. Gets fouled on the way up. That one called against Ashlyn Moorhead. And a quick substitution here for both sides. Or no, just one side. Restovich was coming from the bench area just to talk with her coach. That's number 24, Darby Leinerth, in for Schultz. Leinerth has been fairly good against the Bells in the past. She put up 13 and 11 points, and here she comes away with a steal. Leinerth out in the break, pump fake, easy bucket for 2. How about that for making an impact right off the bench? Entry pass for Passanalt. Gives it off for Restovich. Annie double teamed. Leinerth and Ix in there. Gives it off for Fry. Fry drives against Lish. Kicks out. Kate Restovich back to her sister. And Annie up top, 6 on the clock. Top of the key free. Connolly can't get the roll. And Leinerth nearly came away with the board. Instead, it'll be Ix. Bulldogs look right out in transition. Lish, entry pass for Babb, couldn't handle it at first. Back to Lish, inside, and denied by Kate Passanalt. There's Passanalt, back in transition. Short runner, no good. Over the body of Babb went a Bell, and now here comes the Bulldogs again. It's Moorhead scanning her options, pushes down, offensive foul.
I feel like that one could have gone either way. Feet were moving a little bit, but she also did drop her shoulder a little bit. That's one that you could get to go either way there. Just depends on the night.
Yeah, the defender was slipping a little bit. Didn't have full kind of her balance, but gets the benefit of the call there. 4 fouls in the game total. All of them have gone against the Bulldogs. That one subs Moorhead out. Restovich up top, gives it off for Fry. Dumped down low, now passing out, couldn't handle it, another turnover. Bells apply full court pressure again. Looking to get it out. Emma McElroy fresh into the game. Liner cuts inside, bounce pass to Ix, reverse layup, gets the roll.
The Bulldogs are tearing the Bells full court pressure apart.
3 from Restovich, it's good. That one from Annie. Cuts the lead. 11-5 now. Linerth on the outside, up top. Gives it off Babb, inside for Ix. Pass into good.
Bulldogs are moving the ball extremely well so far early.
Kay Restovich from deep, and she connects. Yeah, they can shoot it. Here's McElroy off for Babb. Morgan Babb slowly drives in. Pull up Jay from 16. Very short on the rim. Now here comes Liv Fry. Gives it off for Annie Restovich. Back to her sister and Kate. Up top for Fry. Looking to the wing. Cuts inside. Kate was held up a little bit. No foul called. Another turnover for the Bells. And after that whistle will be the under 5 media timeout here in the first quarter. We'll be right back. Bulldogs with the early lead, 13-8 here on ACTV.
Hi, I'm Aubrey Morgan, the current student government president here at Adrian College. I chose Adrian College because of the campus size. Campus feels like a fun, energetic community where everyone knows each other. If you want to see what Adrian has to offer for you, you can schedule an in-person visit at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
Stay connected with all the action by following at AdrianCollegeTV on social media. From game highlights to campus events, we've got you covered. Don't miss a moment. Follow at AdrianCollegeTV today. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel as well so you don't miss any upcoming games. I know men's D2's got a game tomorrow night against Davenport. Men's NCAA hockey game as well. A couple of hockey games this weekend. You calling any more, Dakota?
Not calling, but working both in men's NCAA this weekend.
All right, after the under 5 media timeout, 4:39 remains in the first quarter. Bulldogs up by 5. And the Bells are up to 5 turnovers already. Bulldogs really forcing the issue. The Bells have tried a bunch of inside entry passes, and that's really where it's gone bad for them. Barkowitz, and a quick foul again against the Bells. This is only their first. So Lauren Barkowitz, a junior from Madison Heights, Michigan, entered the ball. And now McElroy. Screen from Babb. Linerth, open range. Kicks it out. Ignatowski from deep, can't connect. Linerth with the rebound. Inside for Babb, and there's the foul.
Got a little antsy. Red strip of the back, and that's a foul every time when you're being, posted up or boxed out, that's going to get called 10 times out of 10.
Yeah, we saw that call on the other side as well. Babb can't connect from the corner three. Barkowitz with the rebound, looking. Got Ignatowski. McElroy drives left and gets stripped as she's going up by Liv Fry, and it's going the other way.
Looks like that one just bounced right off her thigh and just not anything else you can do about that. Went up, tried to get a shot off, just couldn't. The Bells got a hand in there. Nothing you can do about it.
Good defense there from Liv Fry. Bounce pass to the post. Nearly lost it. Kicks out for Fry. Drives against Leinert. Bounce pass again. In there for Notaro. Puts up a shot and gets bailed out with a foul.
Something the Bulldogs have struggled with so far this season, fouls. Aubrey Ix and Morgan Babb both have over 20 fouls this season in 8 games.
Yeah, it's an average of over 3 fouls a game. Missed on the first one, did Ellie Notaro. They have 3 girls who average over 3 fouls a game, Ix, Babb, and Lish. I could get the 2 bigs averaging the fouls, but Lish as a guard kind of surprises me a little bit.
My guess is it would just come from playing aggressive, getting a couple reaching fouls a game, just being overtly aggressive, trying to play up top in the point.
She does lead the team in steals, so she is plenty aggressive out on the perimeter. St. Mary's still applying full court pressure. Have the backup backcourt in there now. McElroy. Out for Ignatowski. Top of the key. Right side. McElroy dumps it off. Ix, one dribble off the post, and she gets bailed out with a foul. So Ix goes to the line. She's one of the more efficient shooters on the roster at 46.9% from the field. Second on the team in rebounding with 7 per game. She contributes to multiple areas and tends to give Adrian steady minutes every night. Misses on the front end. Ix at the line, shoots 64%. Connects on the second one. Here's the Bells, down 4. Restovich, top of the key, Notaro. Back to Kate Restovich, doubled off of the screen. We've seen that a lot here from the Bulldogs. Into the corner from Langworthy, doubled again, Ix and Lish. Kate kicks it out. Corner now, Notaro, 6 on the clock. Passing all, got to put one up, and she can't as a shot clock violation.
Great defense by the Bulldogs there. Kept right on top of them, applied pressure the entire time. Made it to where nobody could get a pass or a shot off. That's exactly what you want to do when you're playing strong defense, especially when you're ahead early in a game.
Here's Lish, breaks the pressure, straight down Broadway. Kicks it out for Schultz. Now Ignatowski in for Jenna Tierman. And deflected out of play by Kate Restovich.
Just a forced pass, nothing there. Tried to make it fit, couldn't do so.
Another forced pass on the perimeter, read very well by Notaro, bumps into the scores table. They play on. Matuza kicks it out, and she, no call yet, because there was a problem with the shot clock.
I believe the table that was run into is the table that the shot clock operator sits at. Therefore, the shot clock was not restarted.
It's not a Bulldogs basketball game without some issue with the shot clock. Well, 23 put up on there now. Kate Restovich to inbound. Defended by Lish. Bells in the front court. Gives it off to Notaro. Drives against Schultz. Spin move. Throws up with the right hand and another foul.
fouls are going to eat the Bulldogs alive tonight. The Bells are already nearing bonus. It's been 7.5 minutes.
Yeah, they're in the bonus. 5 fouls in a quarter.
Not something you can do this early into a ball game.
So Ellen Notaro at the line, the sophomore from Crystal Lake, Illinois, connects on the first. Well, Schultz has already got 2 fouls, and Ashlyn Moorhead are 2 of the Bulldogs starters. And then Babb and Ix with the other 2 fouls. And the Bulldogs stay out of foul trouble. Left side, Ignatowski. Tierman thought about a corner 3, drives inside, throws it up off the glass and in. Bells break it back out with the reach from Lish. Called for a jump ball. Possession will stay with St. Mary's.
Both teams are applying a lot of pressure, getting up and down the court quickly, trying to get both teams as gassed as possible, as fast as possible.
And the Bells, they're still providing that full court pressure, so they're clearly not afraid to run up and down the court all night. Reverse layup, no good from Notaro. Corner 3, drives in. Lish from downtown, no good. Morgan Babb with the rebound, puts up, gets the foul, 2 shots.
That's exactly what you want out of one of your bigs. Get the rebound, go right back up with it. Don't try and do anything fancy. Don't try and kick it out. That's what they're there for. Rebound, go through the defense, and go to the line.
That's the Bulldogs' 4th offensive rebound already, and the Bells have 0.
Going back to, your bigs being, where you want to thrive, 12 of the 16 points for the Bulldogs have come from the paint.
And no points in the paint for the Bells. I just showed you these 2 contrasting teams. St. Mary's will chuck it from outside, and the Bulldogs want to get inside. Using Ix, offensive rebound, and in. She was not boxed out on that one.
No contact whatsoever with Ix.
Now the Bulldogs applying a little 3-quarter court pressure. Here's Restovich off for Connolly. Back to Kate. Into the corner for Notaro. Up top, Kate Restovich. I haven't seen her sister in a while, Annie Restovich. Corner 3, connects. Caroline Langworthy. Dangerous pass into Lish. Splits the double team. Retreat dribble, gets rid of it. Off to Babb. Got Ix down low. Now Lish outside. Ignatowski back up top for Babb. 15 on the clock. Gets inside. Ix with the positioning and puts it home.
Ix just had the inside post position, and then as a defender, there's not a whole lot you can do other than hope you get your hand on it.
Another forced turnover for the Bulldogs. They break it out. Ignatowski, 2-man game, puts it up off the glass and in. 100 minutes to go in the first quarter. Connolly, another near turnover. Swings it across. Kate Restovich, well short on that one.
That one went to Kate Restovich, and I immediately put my hand up because she's been automatic so far. I was expecting her to do it again, and just nowhere even close.
Now, Kate Restovich is definitely the worst shooter of the 2 sisters. She's only at 19% from 3, so it's Annie that is the better shooter from beyond the arc. Who's defending Ignatowski now. Ignatowski off the glass. Bulldogs at will inside. There's Annie Restovich. Off to Kate. Cutter from Notaro. Drives inside against Bad. Spin move again. Puts up the baby hook and good. 5 seconds on the clock. Here's Ignatowski. Thought about a 3. Drives inside. Glass and good. No answer for the Bulldogs. They put up 27 points in the first quarter.
Bulldogs living and dying inside. Just using their size to their advantage as we knew they would. Nothing that the Bells can do. they don't have the size to compete with the Bulldogs here this early.
Bulldogs up 27-16 at the end of the first. We'll step aside for a quick 30-second break. We'll be right back. You're watching Bulldog basketball on ACTV.
If there was one word I was going to use to describe the communication arts program at Adrian College, it would be unique. Students find themselves on the radio, in front of and behind the camera, and directing their own programs. Students learn in a personalized environment that sets them up for a world of opportunities. Are you ready for your moment in the limelight? Learn more about the Rush Communications Center and Adrian College's communications program by visiting adrian.edu today.
And we're back. Bulldogs up to 22 points in the paint. And for the Bells, that last bucket there from Notaro was the first 2 points in the paint all day they had.
Bulldogs have the size advantage. That's kind of obvious. They're taking it and they are running away with it.
I think for St. Mary's, I think you got to ditch the full court pressure. It's not good enough. It's not a trap pressure, so you're not getting any traps down there. You're just full court pressure, and the Bulldogs can beat you with speed, which actually is the Bells' advantage. But I think for the Bells, you gotta sag back a little bit and play defensively, because as soon as they beat your full court pressure, then they can just score inside at will. Offensive rebound here for Ix. Loses it going up. Tipped out of bounds. It remains with the white jerseys.
Little toe tap save there from Ix. Right on the line, just bounced right back down at her feet.
Turnover marks for the first quarter. Bells had 7 and the Bulldogs only 3. Bab inside for Lish. Little jumper, no good. Leinerth in there with a rebound. Caught out of bounds. Bells ball.
Bulldogs been thriving in the paint and go right back to it, just not to the person with size.
Well, Bulldogs first defensive possession here. Fouls reset after the quarter, so hopefully they can do a little better on the defensive end, but they've been aggressive. That's what's been really good for them. They forced 7 turnovers, so clearly aggressive is good, and you're going to draw a couple fouls. Here's Kate Restovich for 3, rattles it home. Can't leave him open. Here's Lish. The Bells still apply a little pressure, but sag off a little bit. Restovich defends. Ix, top of the key. Looking for Bab, defended and blocked by Dews. Cutting inside, Notaro, short on the bucket. Bulldogs get the defensive rebound. Here's Lish. Streaking down the paint was Tierman. Now Lish, right side. Defended by Kate Restovich. Screen from Ix. Off to Bab. 13 on the clock, nearly intercepted from Connolly. 7 on the shot clock. Got to put someone up. Here's Lish. Inside for Ix. Drives. Puts it up. No foul. Bab with the offensive rebound. Scramble drill. They kick it out. Got more to work with now. In the corner with Leinerth. Now Lish. 10 on the clock. Tierman had no intention of putting it up. Here's Bab. Still not a shot to be had. Lish corner. Pump fake. Drive in. Good.
Bulldogs are cutting it close there.
Step into it 3. Notaro short again. Rebound from Tierman. Lish breaks it out. A little bit of a slower pace here to start the second quarter. Bulldogs were running up and down the floor all throughout the first 10 minutes. Ix top of the key. Drives in. Runner. Good.
Bulldogs just have to keep applying pressure inside and keep using their size and their speed to their advantage.
Restovich gets the foul, going up for 2. 2 shots coming up for the junior and Kate Restovich. Let me just make a comment here. I don't know when they started doing this, but with 2 shots coming up, they're now bringing the subs in before the 2 shots. I don't know if that's something at the collegiate level that I just haven't noticed, but I've always thought, and throughout my experience, you've shot in a shot, first shot, and then you bring in the subs, and then you shoot the second free throw.
So usually it's subs come in after or before the first shot goes up, and then if there are more that have to come in after, like say the shooter, they come in after the second, or if there's somebody that comes in after the first wave of subs, then they come in. They have to wait till after the first if they're after the initial wave.
But I've always thought it was everyone has to wait until after the first shot. That's how I played it. And then if it was shooter, yeah, you wait till the second shot. And then usually you don't have a second wave. Rarely you do. Anyway, Moorhead back in with the 2 fouls. As well there with Schultz into the corner for Barkowitz. Liner, left wing. Moorhead drives right, kicks out. Ava Schultz swinging around for Babb. Drive, 8 on the clock. Wicks inside, banks it in and home. Here's Restovich. Now it's driving in. Liv Fry kicks it out. Annie Restovich. Bang. You cannot leave her open.
And that one, she even had a hand in her face and still just automatic.
Yeah, right in front of head coach Sam Miller. He's not happy about that. You knew that was the game plan coming in. You got to stop number 14. Can't let her shoot. Babb inside, gets doubled, throws it up anyway, a little long. Now Fry out in front for Restovich. Cuts to the left. Stop, plop, top of the key. Good for Liv Fry. Just like that, they're back in it. 6-point game.
And with how they're shooting it, it might not be a 6-point game for much longer.
Yeah, for them it's 2 possessions. For Adrian, it's 3. Adrian is only 1 for 7 from deep, whereas the Bells are 6 for 10. That is a big difference. Moorhead drives inside, dishes it off wildly, and Babb gets fouled going up. Well, before Morgan Babb heads to the line for 2, I guess we'll step aside for the media timeout. 5:49 to go in the second quarter. Bulldogs 33, Bells 27. You're watching Adrian College Television.
To become a future Bulldog and get recruited by Adrian College? Do you display characteristics of tenacity, drive, and determination? With over 50 teams on campus, there are plenty of opportunities to further both your athletic and academic career. For all recruiting inquiries, head to www.adrianbulldogs.com and click on the Recruit Me tab at the top right of your screen. Your future with the Bulldogs is closer than ever.
And we're back inside the Merrilat Sport and Fitness Center, where the Adrian College Bulldogs are out to a lead 33-27, but the Bells are making it interesting with all the threes they've been firing up. They're 6 for 10 from deep, as opposed to Adrian, who's 1 for 7 from beyond the arc.
I mean, Adrian can't stop the 3. No matter what they do, get a hand up, don't get a hand up. The Bells have been pretty much automatic. Nothing Bulldogs have done have been able to slow it down. Annie Restovich, just Bulldogs don't have an answer for it.
Yeah, Annie Restovich, 6 points on 2 made 3-pointers. Kate Restovich, 8 points on 2 made 3-pointers and 2 for 2 from the free throw line. And Liv Fry had a 3-pointer there at the top of the key. Basically the majority of their points. Nataro has 3 free throws and a bucket. And we got a 6-point game here, 5:49 to go. Second quarter. So it was a charge timeout to the Bulldogs. Thought the refs decided to be the media, but the Bulldogs did call it. Kind of to slow things down here. The pace has been picking up after the slow start to the second quarter.
Yeah, Bulldogs started to get a little out of their shoes, started running up and down the court more than needed, and just coach trying to get them, slow down, calm down, keep everybody's heads in it without getting into foul trouble.
Ab goes 2 for 2 from the line, and Ix comes right in for her.
I feel like that combination's either going to be on the court at the same time, or they're going to bounce back and forth between the two. Keep a set of fresh legs on the court that has a little bit more of a size advantage.
Here's Fry, defended by Moorhead. Hands it off for Kate Restovich. Looking for Annie on the far side, but Barkowitz is all over her. Cuts inside, corner 3. Ella Nataro, well short, rebound to Moorhead. Quickly picked up, though, by Fry. And Moorhead Cross center court. Still defended by Fry. Spin move, hits inside, throws it up, and it makes it. Well, they're just getting any bucket inside. Andy Restovich from the corner, bang.
Nobody was anywhere near Annie Restovich, and as soon as that left her hand, she was already down the court.
That's a good transition work. Just get to the corner, make them pick you up. Schultz dived inside. Barkowitz in the corner now. Nearly loses it, and Kate Restovich gets called for a foul. Only her first, though. Schultz takes a seat. Lish in for her. Ix at the top of the key. Now for Ignatowski. Lish wide open. Back iron. Rebound to Notaro. Gives it off. Now Fry. Down court. Open lane. Right side. Kicks it out. Restovich. Outlet pass for Connolly. Can't connect on her three. And Ix with the rebound. Lish nearly traveled. Looking to break it out. Here's Moorhead. Kicks to Barkowitz in the corner. Goes baseline. Kicks it across. Ignatowski for three.
The Bulldogs finally had an answer to a three from the Bells. Just took way too long.
They're only their second made three-pointer on the night. Another turnover for the Bells. Lish out in transition. Stop on the block. Can't make it, but the size advantage from Ix, and she puts home another 2 points. Timeout, St. Mary's. Bulldogs up 12 now, 42-30. They're on a 5-0 run.
Ix doing exactly what she was put in there to do. Same thing that her and Bab have done all season long. Use their size to their advantage, get the board, and put it right back up. That's exactly what they're there for, and they're continuing to thrive in that situation. There's no answer the Bells have for those two, especially when they're on the court at the same time. There's no way they can stop them.
Bulldogs have 8 offensive rebounds, and St. Mary's still sitting at the goose egg. Defensively, Bulldogs have 8 defensive rebounds, and the Bells have only 6. That's really what was the problem in their last year's season finale. I'll get to this at the half, but you're not going to believe the rebounding stats from last night's season finale against Adrian and St. Mary's. Now Liv Fry, Bulldogs applying a little pressure here in a 1-3-1 extended, looking for the trap. It's inside, Fry kicks it out. Ella Andre, no good. Rebound for Ignatowski, rips it and gets called for the foul against Liv Fry.
Going back to the Bulldogs full court or half court pressure, 1-3-1 and 1-2-2 look really similar. I believe it is a 1-2-2 because they have their lead defender up a little bit further than their 2 back, and then they have the 2 bigs a little deeper.
All right, we'll see you next time. Bulldogs turn over right away. Outside now, Notaro drives in, pivot, kicks it up top. Ella Andre for 3. Right side again. Restovich was on the line when she tried to save it.
Great effort out of Restovich. Came all the way across court, tried to save it, just didn't have enough room.
Barkowitz to inbound. Bell still applying the full court pressure. Gets it into Moorhead. The composed freshman. Now the Bells back off. They set up 1-4. Inside now. Lish, no short on the bank off the glass, and gets fouled from behind from Annie Restovich.
Loose ball foul there, just shoved her on the ground. A little bit of a gray area with that foul, just because it could go as a foul, it could not go as a foul, depending on the situation. There, obviously, it did. Just not a whole lot you can do about it.
Well, the foul margin has switched. Bulldogs only 1 foul in the second quarter here, and St. Mary's has 4. 6 on the clock. Moorhead kicks it out. Ignatowski from deep. No good. Rebound from Notaro. Here's Fry, wide open lane, and she gets called for the foul, going up for 2.
Ignatowski overcommitted to Rustovich in the corner. Left the lane wide open for Fry. Didn't have anybody there help side. Just something you got to a little bit more situational awareness there. You got somebody driving to the lane. Step up and stop that first and hope that somebody's coming down the court to help with the corner.
We kept talking about how they need to stop Annie Restovich, though. But the old saying, ball first. Stop the ball first, and then you can worry about the shooters. Fry gets a nice bounce there on the bucket with the first free throw. 1 left. Bell's down 11. Under 3 minutes to play here in the first half. No good off the back iron here in the second. Babb out in transition. Gives it off for McElroy. Into the corner, Ignatowski inside for Ix. Good defense there, Alejandra.
Wonder if the Bells are starting to finally find their match for Ix and Babb there. Something that can stay with them, get a hand up, and tip the pass injured into them, trying to keep them from thriving in the lane.
Babb throws up off the left block, and why not? Here's Fry. There's not Annie Restovich. Pull it from the logo. Connolly kicks it out. Notaro. Back to Matuza now. Here's Fry. Cutting is Notaro. Top of the key. Matuza kicks it out. 5 on the clock. Baseline. Tipped off by Ix. 3 seconds left on the shot clock.
It's going to be an inbound, hardly catch, and put it up.
You got time for a dribble. I think they're going to look to get it to Annie Restovich. Right block there. Good pump fake. Drives in, 15-footer. Banks it home from Nicole Connolly. But wait. Let's see if they started the clock on time. And they're going to go to the monitor for this one? They are going to go to the monitor. Not sure if either she got it off in time. I'd hope the shot clock started on time. What do you think, Dakota?
I don't think she got it off in time. Looked like the ball was still on her hand, on her fingertips when the shot clock went off. I don't think she got it off in time.
Well, 2 refs at the table taking a look at it. And a little mini timeout for both of these squads. With exactly 2 minutes left in the half. Bulldogs lead 44-31.
Breather is definitely appreciated by both sides here. They've been going at it for almost 18 minutes now, exactly 18 minutes now, and getting another short break, and definitely appreciated both ways.
And they waved it off. No basket. Good call, Dakota.
Helps a little bit when you've played basketball for 10 years and done it a couple of times.
Played on a shot clock?
Not a shot clock, but I've gotten last-second shots off and been very close.
Sure. Here's McElroy. 2 minutes to go. And that one's going to be a blocking foul against McElroy. Or maybe Babb.
I believe it is an illegal screen.
Not either of the two. I thought it went against Ix.
I believe it was a moving screen.
She wasn't even screaming the ball, though. The official motioned the blocking motion, and then he pointed the offensive way, and that one confused me. Now Connolly, top of the key, kicks it off. Matuza drives inside. Annie Restovich, a little uncharted territory here, throws it up off the left hand. Nothing but nothing. McElroy kicks it out. Babb. Back to McElroy. Schultz thought about kicking it to Ignatowski. Left wing. Liner. Goes baseline and gets fouled. And the Bells are over the limit now. 5 fouls on the corner. So Darby Liner will head to the line for 2.
Bulldogs and the Bells have switched completely in their aggression defensively, and something the Bulldogs want to continue to have throughout this game. Just something they got to continue to look forward to, as they've struggled with that. Something they got to get under control and keep building off of throughout the game.
The Lions goes 1 for 2 on the line, and here with 82 seconds to play in the second quarter, Gabby Webb in for the Bells. She'll bring the ball up. Both of these coaches going a little deeper than we usually see here in their normal rotation. I guess it's just a fast-paced tempo that both of these squads have really dominated here. They've set the tone, and that's what they're going with. Now Matuza drives inside, nearly gets stripped, and it's a jump ball.
Great defensive awareness there to just step over and put your hand on the ball. Once there's a hand on the ball from both teams, it becomes a jump ball. And it's a great choice from the Bulldogs. Instead of trying to step over and block the shot, just put a hand on the ball, get a jump ball, and reset.
In the corner, Matuza goes baseline, gets cut off, reverse layup. Daly doesn't. How about that? Under a minute to go. McElroy at the point. Gives it off. Ignatowski calling for it. She wants it. Bottoms.
Ignatowski out there trying to match Rustovich's three from earlier.
Here's Connolly driving, backing down Leinert, kicks it out, swinging around the arc. Matuza. There's Restovich. Drives inside, fading away, banks it off the glass. Shot clock off, 15 to go. McElroy, right wing, now Leinert, back to McElroy. Swings around, Ignatowski from the NCAA logo. Bad miss. Leinert with the rebound, 5 the clock. Babb inside, gets position, and puts it home. As the time expires, Bulldogs up to 50 points on the half. They lead it by 15.
Solid first half there from the Bulldogs. Great start, offensively. Pretty good start defensively. They're limiting for the most part. Just got to stop Annie Rustovich early and keep it building.
Solid.
Solid.
This is a great half, man. 50 points, forced 9 turnovers, only had 5 yourself. They're averaging 17 turnovers a game, and you only put 5 in the first half. Bulldogs, I think moving into the second half, you're really going to have to obviously limit the defensive, or limit the three-pointers defensively. The Bells started out very hot, going 6 for 10. But since then, they're only 1 for 5.
Yeah, I mean, the Bells live and die behind the line. And that's something the Bulldogs have struggled to slow down so far, and that's something they're going to have to get under control. Otherwise, this game could get out of hand really quickly.
Well, Bulldogs lead at 50-35. We'll step aside for a quick 8-minute break, and we'll be back. You're watching Bulldog basketball on ACTV.
Bulldog fans, remember to follow AdrianCollegeTV on social media. For game highlights and campus events, you can catch it all on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and X at AdrianCollegeTV. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to catch all our future streams live and support your Bulldogs.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Gotten an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
You stand today, students, on the threshold of a magical time in your life. A time of significant growth and introspection, self-awareness, challenge, and great opportunity. A time that you will always look back on.
This is the Arrington Bookstore at Adrian College, the place to get game day ready, represent your clubs and organizations, and be Bulldog proud. With a wide selection of merchandise and a smile at every visit, stop by inside the Kane Student Center to pick up your Adrian College wares and make it another great day to be a Bulldog.
I'm a special ed social worker.
And I'm a third-year public affairs major.
I'm an action filmmaker.
Jevi is like a consolidated platform where I could have focused information in a couple swipes.
You can be another small voice that adds to a beautiful space. That's what I'm here for.
Hi, I'm Aubrey Morgan, the current student government president here at Adrian College. I chose Adrian College because of the campus size. Campus feels like a fun, energetic community where everyone knows each other. If you want to see what Adrian has to offer for you, you can schedule an in-person visit at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
Adrian College is shaping the future of higher education and leading the way in innovation and excellence. Ranked first in most innovative schools and second in best value in undergraduate teaching in the Midwest by U.S. News and World Report, Adrian College is recognized for its commitment to innovation, quality education, and affordability. Offering 71 undergraduate programs, 13 graduate programs, and a 1-to-15 faculty-to-student ratio, our students receive personalized attention and a cutting-edge education. With state-of-the-art facilities, 10 academic institutes, and 50 competitive sports teams, Adrian fosters growth both inside and outside the classroom. From small class sizes to championship-level athletics, we provide the tools and experiences you need to succeed. Join a community that prioritizes your success. Start your journey with us, where your potential is realized. Discover Adrian College.
Adrian College is a private liberal arts institution known for its diverse academic programs, strong emphasis on experiential learning, vibrant campus life, and commitment to fostering a supportive community. Want to visit Adrian College for yourself? Visit our website at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
Are you looking to become a future Bulldog and get recruited by Adrian College? Do you display characteristics of tenacity, drive, and determination? With over 50 teams on campus, there are plenty of opportunities to further both your athletic and academic career. For all recruiting inquiries, head to www.adrianbulldogs.com and click on the Recruit Me tab at the top right of your screen. Your future with the Bulldogs is closer than ever.
The diploma you will receive symbolizes your efforts and distinguishes you as a highly educated person. learned in the arts and sciences, and prepared for a life of achievement and great accomplishment.
Adrian College has built something very special. You've created not just an academic environment, but a culture of physical excellence, discipline, and resilience. You've turned this college into a place where pushing the limits isn't the exception, it's the expectation.
We leave here with countless memories, loyal friendships, and moments that have shaped our character far beyond what we could have imagined when we stepped onto campus. So now, class of 2025, we've come a long way, and I know as we step into this next chapter, we'll step into a new exciting adventure. I know we will do so in faith, in confidence, and in gratitude. Thank you guys, and congratulations, Adrian College, class of 2025.
Before the achievements, before the celebrations, there's the work. Early mornings, late nights. Every challenge faced, every extra effort made.
Every victory starts with preparation.
We value leadership, resilience, and innovation. No victory without work. Because success isn't given, it's earned. Welcome to Adrian College.
Ready to explore your Adrian future? Scholarship Day lets admitted students tour campus, meet faculty, and earn a renewable scholarship. Register now at adrian.edu/admissions/visit-campus/scholarship-day. Dakota, a little bit, these are conference opponents, so they play each other 2 times a year. Last year, the Bulldogs swept the season series. They won at home 70-57, and on the road 82-71. In game 1, Adrian shot very well, 41% from the field, 36% from deep, and 88% from the free throw line. They really iced it in the fourth quarter, going 7 for 7 from the free throw line. St. Mary's, on the other hand, they struggled from deep. They only went 5 for 17. They were 29%. 4 of those 5 made three-pointers were from Lauren Gumma, who, along with Julia Schutz, were the leading scorers of that game, and they both have graduated. For game 2, back in February of 2025, it was the regular season finale in St. Mary's. Adrian, they struggled from deep that game, went 4 for 18 from beyond the arc, but they made 29 field goals. Morgan Babb really dominated. She played 38 minutes, had 28 points, went 9 for 15 from the field, 10 for 13 at the line, 9 rebounds and 2 assists and a steal. For St. Mary's in that game, they probably should have won. They shot well, 39% from the field, 80% from the free throw line, and you get this, 37% from deep. But here's the problem. They shot 35 three-pointers. Almost 60% of their shots were from beyond the arc. And here's why they lost. They were out-rebounded 51-20. Adrian had 2 girls with double-doubles who are 5'6" and 5'7".
You can't have that, defensively. Offensively or defensively, you cannot allow that to happen. It's just not your normal way of getting a double-double for someone of that size.
Yeah, we moved into some of the stats for today's game. One that's not on here is the offensive rebound. Adrian has 10 offensive rebounds, and St. Mary's has 0. So we look at some of the stats here. Field goal percentage, Adrian shooting it really well, 55% to St. Mary's 45%. Three-point percentage, Adrian a little under their average, 25%, and St. Mary's just incredible, 46%. I mean, shooters will shoot, and they are shooting it, and they're shooting it pretty dang good. Rebounds, Adrian's out-rebounding 21-7. And then turnovers, Adrian College was really pressuring them on the defensive end. Forced 9 turnovers for the Bells. Adrian only had 5. And here's the big one. Points in the paint. Adrian College has 34 points in the paint. And you know how many St. Mary's has? 4.
That's a huge difference. And it comes from essentially 2 people. Morgan Babb and Aubrey Hicks. They have the size advantage to them already. And they're just out-rebounding the Bells tremendously.
Yeah, I mean
3 times the amount of rebounds.
Yeah, 4 points in the paint. I know it's not their game, but you think you got to put up something in there, or at least just get an inside touch to spread out the floor a little bit to get your shooters a little more open.
If you don't at least make it known that you can play in the paint, you're not going to have beyond the arc open. They're just going to sit people out there to pick that off, and they're not going to worry about down low if you guys can't use it and can't capitalize on it.
I'm looking at the shot chart now, and I think I count 4 shot attempts within the paint area. Almost all of their shots are from beyond the arc, not even like mid-range, 16, 18-footers. It's either in the paint or it's a 3. It's like they're playing 2K out there.
Yeah, I mean, definitely got to use the paint more going into the second half. Can't continue to rely on the 3. They shoot well, but not well enough to only rely on that.
Well, we'll see how they come out of the half. They're 7 for 15 now from deep. And Adrian College only 3 for 12. So they need to improve it from deep, but not necessarily, because you're up 15 after only making 3 3-pointers on the night. And it's a fairly comfortable lead.
Yeah, it's definitely a lead to be comfortable with, but not to be competent with. Definitely continue to want to build, and don't feel comfortable where you're at. This is a 5-possession game.
Yeah.
So, I mean, definitely don't feel too complacent. Still want to build and continue to grow your lead, but know that you have an advantage in the lead going in.
Yeah, because the Bells can just come out firing here in the second half, and they can make this a really close game. They will not start with the ball. It'll be Adrian College ball to start. And we'll come back after a quick 30-second break. Second half coming up, Bulldogs and Bells looking to finish out the last 20 minutes of play here at the Merrilat Sport and Fitness Center.
Adrian College is a private liberal arts institution known for its diverse academic programs, strong emphasis on experiential learning, vibrant campus life, and commitment to fostering a supportive community. Want to visit Adrian College for yourself? Visit our website at adrian.edu/campusvisit.
And we're back. Dakota Clift, Nathan Lindner up here in the booth, getting set for the second half here at the MSFC, Merrilat Sport and Fitness Center. Teams have swapped sides.
One thing that surprised me so far in this game, we haven't seen Hannah Outlaw at all.
Oh my God, you're right. That is really why they're struggling inside, because that's their only inside presence. Hannah Outlaw, 5'10" senior from Jones, Michigan. Everyone else really on the court, under 5'8". Didn't talk to the coach before. Wonder if hurt or maybe academically. I don't know, but the Bulldogs capitalize inside in Hannah Outlaw's presence. Or the lack of presence, I should say. Absence. There you go. Well, Liv Fry dumped it in. Passanal takes it out. Here's Annie Restovich. Swings around, looking inside again, but Schultz with the hands. Looks to break it out. Gets it off from Moorhead. Picks up her dribble with nowhere to go. Now Babb gives it back to Moorhead. Swings it across. Wasn't intended for Babb, but gives it to Lish, who it was intended for. Moorhead gets inside. Lish off the glass, foul.
Right back to where we were at the start of the second period. Bulldogs pounding it inside. The Bells just can't handle it. Start getting in foul trouble quickly.
Well, as Aubrey Ix heads to the line, I'm looking at the Bells bench, who I'm going to assume is Hannah Outlaw, second from the end. It looks like she's got some kind of ankle bracelet on her right ankle. So don't want to assume anything, but probably some kind of reason there. Obviously, Outlaw was the leading scorer, actually named Athlete of the Week for the Bells. So very surprised to not see her. And
definitely a detrimental loss to your lineup, having one of your best scorers and probably one of your best rebounders as well, not able to play.
Yeah. Connolly kicks it out. Fry drives in, kicks it out for Restovich. The left-handed stroke is good. Blocking foul called against Nicole Connolly as the inbound to Moorhead. Tough call there. Here's Moorhead, defended by Kate Restovich. Lish all the way in the far corner. He's been fairly quiet tonight. 7 points, 1 made 3. 3 for 11 from the field, so Lish, not a great shooting night. Moorhead gets inside, the little floater is good. Fry, back down the post, threw it up, almost gets the and one, but it rattles out. Well, Moorhead's going to take a seat as that's her 3rd foul, so Linerth comes back in. She checked into the game fairly early there in the first quarter. It was a very quick substitution. Linerth already up to 10 minutes on the night. Average is 21. That's about right. Halftime.
Yeah, coming out of half, 10 minutes. It seems on par for around 21 minutes a game.
Bulldogs get it down the court quickly. Schultz swinging around the arc. Now Lish on the far side. Hits it inside for Ix. Throws it up. No good. And finally a defensive rebound over Ix from Passanalt. Gets it in transition. Anyking, pull up 3. Of course.
Straight up, step back, off the pass, does not matter.
Right back at you. Ava Schultz back out on the break. Puts 2 home. She does that a lot. Ava Schultz always out in transition. The first one down the court, she always throws her hand up trying to get the ball, but probably only get it once or twice a game down there in transition. Bulldogs get called for a foul.
I thought that foul was going to be on Linerth, not Bab.
Yeah, Linerth came over from behind, but Bab was just straight up in front. I feel like Bab always gets the short end of the stick with some of those calls.
Usually when you're a big down low in situations like that, you will, just because you're the bigger body there. That's who they're going to see first. That's who they're going to go to.
So Kate Restovich puts home her 12th and 13th points on the night. Actually, probably 13 and 14th, although my live stats updated that quickly. 14 points for Kate Restovich. Here's Bab, chucks away down the court for Linerth, kicks out Ava Schultz. Back for Linerth, left wing, gets it inside, Ix, off the glass, and in. Left wing, Connolly, drives baseline, reverse. No good, now here's Hannah Lish. Wards off the pressure from Fry, kicks it out. Free throw line extended for Linerth, back up top for Bab. Under 7 minutes to play here, third quarter. Lish up top for Ix, couldn't handle it. 10 on the shot clock, got to put something up quickly. Here's Bab, squares the basket from 19 feet, well short. Here's Kate Restovich out in the break. That's a foul against Lish, if I've ever seen one. Now they called it a little later than I initially thought, but she had her hand across Restovich's body there about the free throw line, and they didn't call it.
Yeah, just nothing there that was necessary of a foul. You had your help side D coming over, and you fouled, giving her 2 shots at the line. There was no need for that foul to occur.
Well, here's Kate Restovich again at the line. Now she's got 14 points. 5 for 5 from the charity stripe. 3 for 5 from deep. And all of her field goals have been from beyond the arc. Bulldogs back out. Here's McElroy, gets bumped from behind from Fry. who took a tumble before the play even started. And things have slowed down here in the third quarter. More fouls from each team. Nataro and Matuza in for the Bells with 6:28 to play, third quarter. McElroy out for Babb. Cutting inside is Ix. They give it to her. Double team, no. Kicks it out. McElroy. Right wing, Ignatowski. It's good. Right wing. Annie Restovich. Inside for Nataro. Puts it up. Wild shot. No good. McElroy with the board. Breaks it out. 5-on-5. Inside Babb. Kicks out. Liner. Throws up the three. Short. Didn't follow her shot right away. It's Bell's ball.
Both teams living by the old adage, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Bulldogs, live and die through their bigs down low. They've continued to do that. The Bells, on the other hand, live and die from beyond the arc, and they're continuing to do that. Something that they're going to continue to do throughout the remainder of this game to try and be successful and try and claw back into this game.
Inside feed, it's Nataro. Puts up a shot, no good. Babb with the board. Bells still have no defensive rebounds. Ix with the position inside, but it's Babb taking it all the way. Banks off the glass and in. Kate Restovich drives left, gets cut off by Ix, and they call a foul. Are they going to call that a shooting foul? Wow, they are going to call that a shooting foul. That looked pretty clean to me. Went right for the ball. I guess they caught her arm before the ball. So back to the line goes Kate Restovich. Bango again. Now 7 for 7 from the line. Team leading 16 points. Misses the second. And a stripped rebound after finally a first offensive rebound. I wonder if they'll even give that to her for the offensive board. After it was stripped away by Ix right away. McElroy picks up her dribble, top of the key. Babb picks up her dribble, gives it off to Ix. Near half court with 12 on the clock. Crossover. McElroy gets inside, throws it up, and good! Right wing, and she traveled. Take a look at that crossover by McElroy. Whoop, left Restovich in the dust. 4:39 to play left here in the third quarter. Bulldogs with a comfortable lead by 18 points, 66-48. We'll be right back here on Adrian College Television.
Bulldog fans, remember to follow Adrian College TV on social media. For game highlights and campus events, you can catch it all on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and X at AdrianCollegeTV. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to catch all our future streams live and support your Bulldogs.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Gotten an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
And we're back inside the Marilat Sport and Fitness Center. Bulldogs ball here after the under 5 media timeout. Ignatowski, skip pass over to Liner. McElroy. It's good. Bottoms for Emma McElroy. Here's St. Mary's now, left side. It's Matuza. Gives it off for Kate Restovich. Driving, left elbow, spin, little hook. Yep, that's an offensive foul.
Yeah, I mean, very obvious that she had her arm wrapped around her. Can't do that. It's going to get called usually every time. There'll be a couple times where it doesn't. If it's a little more subtle, but that one was right around the head neck area and no hiding that.
Yeah, saw that one all the way. Good call there by the official. Babb skips it over. Ignatowski, she's hot. Nope, she's not. McElroy gets the offensive board. Inside for Babb. Throws it up, off the glass, no good. Schultz with the board, and she puts it home. Inside, Restovich throws up again, and one. She heads back to the line.
Not who the Bulldogs want to see at the line right now at all.
Yeah, she's 9 for 10 from the stripe. Team leading with 10 free throws shot on the night. Next closest is Liv Fry and Ella Nataro, who are both 3 for 4.
Going back to the 9 for 10. That 9 for 10 was 9 consecutive before a miss.
Yeah. Well, now 10 for 11. So over 90%. Here's McElroy against the other number 14 and Annie Restovich, who's quieted down here a little bit in the second half. Screen from Babb, skips over to Schultz. Gives it off back to McElroy, swings around, foul there on the outside perimeter. Passanant was a little too aggressive. And now both teams are in bonus, so Darby Leinerth heads to the line. That's Passanant's 4th, so she heads to the bench.
Definitely somebody you don't want to be down right now, especially with the size advantage that the Bulldogs have. She's one of their taller players, and now she's at 4 fouls. Yep. Somebody that you can't afford to lose this late into a game.
Yeah, I probably won't see her until at least the 4th quarter. If not later into the 4th. 4 fouls, and especially against this tall, heavy lineup here in Adrian College. Not really a recipe for success here for the Bells. Left post, Connolly looking inside for Nataro. Gets it. Baby hook around the outside, and there's an offensive rebound. St. Mary's drive in. Here's Fry, kicks it out. Kate Restovich. No good on the board. And another offensive board here for Nataro. Puts it back up. Another board off the glass. In one for Nicole Connolly.
Well, they finally broke into the offensive rebound category and several back-to-back.
Well, that's Schultz's 3rd, so she'll head to the bench. Jenna Tierman in for her. Here's Nicole Connolly, the senior from Makina, Illinois. Now McElroy. Under 3 minutes to go here, 3rd quarter. Top of the key, Ignatowski kicks it off. Leinerth swings around. McElroy goes baseline, gets cut off. Leinerth up top for Tierman. They head back her way. Tierman throws one up. Can't get the roll. Offensive rebound. Ignatowski from deep. In and out. Tip off, last touch by Barkowitz. It's St. Mary's basketball.
Checking back in for Adrian, number 1, Hannah Lish.
Bulldogs starting to, get into that heave-ho, hope it goes mentality, and not going well for them.
Bells down 19, 72-53. Latter stages of the 3rd quarter. Here's Kate Restovich doing it all herself. Put her in the spin cycle, short on the 14-footer. Now Lish working against Fry, gives it off. Corner, Ignatowski drives baseline, kicks it out. Darby Liner for 3, connects! Near forced turnover there. Hustle from Barkowitz. Under 2 minutes to play. Third quarter. Passanal back in.
That's a risky move from the Bells here.
Yeah, it is surprising. I mean, it's on offense, and you're getting close to the end of the third quarter, but they still got to play at least 2 possessions on defense, and she throws that one away. Now Lish gets across the timeline. Defended by Fry again. That's been the matchup all night. Fry, good defender. That's why Lish has only got 7 points. Ignatowski gets inside, left-handed runner and in. Bells break it back out. Nataro drives across the paint. Gets the foul called. She'll head to the line for 2.
A little bit of extra contact there at the end from Passanal. Little shoulder check to Tierman.
I would not be surprised if they took Passanal out right now because of the defensive possession coming up. Doesn't look like that's going to be the case, though, from head coach Rob Hoffman. First one is good from Ella Nataro. Nataro with 6 points on the night now, shooting an abysmal 1 for 9 from the field. No good on the second. Bulldogs with the board. Here's Leinarth, across the court. Lish, foul on that end.
Lish jumped into that one a little bit, but sometimes that's what you got to do.
Got to initiate the contact. Ashlyn Moorhead back in. Playing with 3 fouls. Here's Lish. 8 points on the night, 3 for 11 from the field. Only 1 made 3-pointer. After dropping 21 points in their last contest against Alma. Converts on the second. She also had 25 in the win over Bluffton. She's averaging 19 points in her last 2 games. And here comes Sophia Bussell. Now the Bulldogs. Excuse me, the Bells. Passanal picks it out. Langworthy for Fry. Gets inside and another foul. Well, they're still in the bonus. And the Bells down 25. Wow, that got out of hand quickly.
Bulldogs starting to get a little too aggressive, on their steal attempts, getting a little too reachy.
Converts on the second, and 64 seconds to go here, third quarter. Bell still applying the full court pressure. McElroy in. They break the press. Here's Moorhead, all alone. Barkowitz left block, too easy.
The too easy ones are usually the hardest ones to make, though. You get a little too quick.
Now, come on, a layup, though? These are college basketball players. Good pass inside, short on the little runner. Here's Tierman. Picks up a dribble on the Bulldog logo. McElroy off for Moorhead. And now Bussell. About 30 seconds on the game clock, 14 on the shot clock. Here's Moorhead. Drives right post, throws it up. No good off the back iron. Rebound to Langworthy. Shot clock turned off, 15 on the game clock. Fry gets inside for Natoro. Turns around, puts it in. 6 on the clock. Bulldogs, they're going to go. Here's Tierman, 2-1, throws it up. No good. But nonetheless, a strong 3 quarters of play here for the Bulldogs. 81-58. They're in complete control of this one. We head to the 4th quarter. Dakota Clifton, Nathan Lindner. You're watching Bulldog basketball on ACTV.
Adrian College is shaping the future of higher education and leading the way in innovation and excellence. Ranked first in most innovative schools and second in best value in undergraduate teaching in the Midwest by U.S. News and World Report, Adrian College is recognized for its commitment to innovation, quality education, and affordability. Offering 71 undergraduate programs, 13 graduate programs, and a 1-to-15 faculty-to-student ratio, our students receive personalized attention and a cutting-edge education. With state-of-the-art facilities, 10 academic institutes, and 50 competitive sports teams, Adrian fosters growth both inside and outside the classroom. From small class sizes to championship-level athletics, we provide the tools and experiences you need to succeed. Join a community that prioritizes your success. Start your journey with us, where your potential is realized. Discover Adrian College.
And we're back. 10 minutes of play left to go here in this MIAA matchup. Bulldogs are looking to get above the 500 mark in both overall record and MIAA play. Bells in danger of falling to 0-3 in conference play. Bulldogs a comfortable lead, 23 points. Still applying a lot of pressure and a lot of the starters in there. Moorhead kicks it out. Bustle, left wing. Back up top, nearly stolen. Ix from 19 feet, no good off of the short rim. Here comes St. Mary's, intercepted. Ashlyn Moorhead the other way. Slows it down. Streaking down the lane. Babb pumps, now goes short rim. Here's Langworthy. Way up there now, Liv Fry directing traffic. Forcing her to go left was Moorhead. Handed off for Notaro. They switch it. And back for Fry. Kicks it left wing. Ella Andre up top for Passanal. 6 on the clock, gotta put it up. Kicks, pulling a 3 for Fry, no good. Rebound, fought for and picked up by Moorhead. They look to break it out. 3-on-3 we go now. Here's Tierman, drives right, open lane. Can they find the skip to Bustle in the corner? They can't. Now they got her. Bustle drives in, goes inside, gets the foul, and she'll head to the line for 2.
Bulldogs had Bustle wide open in the corner, just didn't have a way to get it to her.
So Sophia Bustle, only her 3rd game played on the year. Her freshman from Monroe, Michigan. Has not scored a point yet this year. 0 for 3 from the field. All of them were 3-pointers. No free throws attempted, and she goes 0 for 2 on this trip. So we'll have to wait for the first career bucket there from Bustle. Now here's Fry. He's played a lot of minutes here tonight. And with that last foul, you missed it, Dakota. Passanal fouled out. Poked out by Bustle. Here's Fry. Kicks it out, deep 3. Down the hatch goes Caroline Langworthy. Tie it up. They give it out to Bustle. Here comes Sophia. Gets stripped from behind from Fry. Kicks it out ahead for Andre. Drives in. Bounce pass. Nearly turnover, and it is. Down goes Notaro. Here's Tierman. Bulldogs slowly get down the court. Babb skips it over for Bustle. Trying to get her a lot of work here. Moorhead gets inside. Ix turns and puts it up. No good. And stays with the Bulldogs.
I think the Bulldogs are trying really hard here to get Bustle her first career points in this game.
Well, Restovich back in. It's Kate Restovich. Leads the team, 26 minutes played here. Annie, her sister, right behind there with 25. and Fry with 21, so not as much as I thought, but Fry's been all over the court, along with Restovich. There's Fry from the NCAA logo, no good. Babb with the board. Babb's 8th board on the night. Go along with 13 points. Here's Moorhead, defended by Restovich. Moorhead sees an open lane, takes it off the glass, no good. Akes with the rebound and puts it home. Here's Fry, running the point, calls for the screen. And another foul, this one called against Aubrey Ix. And a whole line of Bulldogs coming in off of the substitutions. 4 of them coming in. We'll see who stays. Looks to be Aubrey Ix, who just committed the foul. Thought she was going out, but she stayed in.
She's in the same boat Pasanal was. That's her 4th foul on the night. And still have almost just under 7 minutes here in the 4th quarter.
I'm kind of surprised they still have some of the starters in there, especially Ix. I mean, you're up 22 points. There's a carry. Connolly kind of caught it above the shoulder and kept with it. Lish, still, St. Mary's the full court pressure. Now they break it all alone. Ignatowski kicks it into the corner. Ava Schultz. Back to Ignatowski. Kicks it off for Leinert. Left wing, Lish. Looks. Top of the key, Leinert. Swings it around to Ignatowski. Haven't gotten a touch from Ix yet. Now it happens. 5 on the clock. Puts it around. Ignatowski, corner 3. It's short. Rebound for Ix. Puts up the fadeaway and gets fouled.
Langworthy was looking for a shot clock violation, but once it touches rim, the shot clock resets to a certain point, and the team that rebound or the team that shot still gets a chance to shoot. Does not count as a shot clock violation. Langworthy thought it did.
So Leinert to the line. Front end, no good. Now 2 for 5 from the charity stripe is Darby. 7 points on the night. 4 rebounds, though, and 1 assist. Gonna hit right around her average for 21 minutes played. She's at 21. She's at 18 right now. Connects on the second. Here's Liv Fry. Now Dews. McConnelly, top of the key 3. Nothing but net. The wrong side of it, though.
Just not through it. I mean, through it, but just not the right way.
Ignatowski kicks it off. Leinert inside, deflected, a turnover. Here come the Bells. Left side, Connolly. Spin move, throws it up off the glass, no good. Rebound goes to Restovich. Kicks it out. Liv Fry, pull up, connects. Five and a half minutes to play here, 4th quarter. Ignatowski nearly traveled that one. She definitely came off of her feet. Either the refs missed it or they deemed that Restovich had a hand on it. Nearly turned it over again. 10 on the clock. Lish goes baseline, cut off, but jumps up. Doesn't get the roll. Leinert again with an offensive rebound. Puts it up and puts it home. Top of the key, Nicole Connolly. Bounce pass to Dews. Fry drives in against Ix, holds the left foot. Dews from 3, no good. Rebound to Ignatowski. Breaks it out, transition, cutting across the paint. Through defenders, behind the back, off the glass, hit in! Show off the skills, Anna Ignatowski. Corey Dews. Skip pass to Restovich. Thought about a 3. Behind the back. Kicks it out. Dews. Chucks up another one. Air ball. Now Lish. Under 5 minutes now. Next whistle will be the final media timeout. Here's Schultz. Kicks it off for Lish in the corner. Back to the top for Leinert. Back to Lish. 12 on the clock. Drives baseline, kicks it out. Leinert. Back to Ignatowski. Thought about a deep three. Gets the screen. Kicks it out. Leinert. Doesn't want to shoot it. Drives in. Gets to her spot. Doesn't get the bank. Hicks with the board. Puts it in again. 90 points for the Bulldogs. I think that might be their season high. Dakota, you got the fact check on that one. Here's Connolly. Fry throws up, gets fouled from behind.
It is indeed their season high on points for the season.
Now Bulldogs season high, 90 points. Let's take another look at the Anna Ignatowski bag there. Put it home. They go final 3:30 with a 26-point lead. We'll be right back. Dakota Clift and Nathan Linner up here in the booth. You're watching Bulldog basketball on ACTV.
I'm a special ed social worker.
And I'm a third-year public affairs major.
I'm an action filmmaker.
Jevi is like a consolidated platform where I can have focused information in a couple swipes.
You can be another small voice that adds to a beautiful space. That's what I'm here for.
Just a reminder, ACTV broadcasts are fully student ran. On today's crew is Bryce Plesha on top cam, Alex Herman is our director, Dakota Clift, and my name is Nathan Lindner up here in the booth. Our streaming coordinator is Josiah Durrell. Thank you for tuning into this broadcast of Adrian College Television. Coming up for the Lady Dogs, they play this Saturday at Oberlin. Then next week, Wednesday, they play at Elmhurst University in Illinois. And a small break for Christmas. Round out 2025 at Ohio Dominican University. Their next home game is Saturday, January 3rd at 3 p.m. against Albion. For the Bells, they take a trip down south to St. Louis, Missouri, which I'm sure is going to mean a lot to the two sisters, Kate and Annie Restovich, is where they're from. Probably a planned trip down there. It's kind of like, oh, why you go play down in St. Louis, Missouri? But considering your two of your best players are from there, that'd be nice for them to head back home. And they go back home to play Elmhurst and Earlham on December 20th and 30th, respectively. So at the line is Liv Fry, the freshman from Fort Wayne, Indiana. I think I only count 3 seniors on this Bell squad. Got Nicole Connolly, Hannah Outlaw, and Alyssa Matuza. A very young squad here. Gonna be looking really good next year, especially if they can get a big or two.
Yeah, being a young team's never a bad thing. You're going to be able to have those people, the older people to learn from, to help develop your younger players, and then try and build from that squad that you already have going.
6 on the clock. Here's McElroy, calls out for a screen, kicks it out. Ignatowski, bottoms. Ignatowski puts up another 3-pointer. He's now 4 for 10 on the night. Hey, shooters will shoot, man. Now here, McElroy, Ignatowski skips it over for Alina McCullough. Back to Ignatowski into the corner for Leinert, defended by Annie Restovich. McElroy gets inside, spins, try to dish it off. Wild turnover there. Left wing is Webb. Spin move here. Matuza kicks it out. Oh, shoot it. It gives it off to the better shooter, Annie Restovich, so probably a good pass there from Corey Dews. Now Ignatowski. I'm kind of surprised head coach Sam Miller isn't calling a timeout just to get the subs in. I mean, you got 3 for Adrian College and 3 for the Bells. And he does call it as soon as we're shooting. Come on, man. Just call it right as you cross half court. It's all right. He's a second-year head coach. I think I'll give him a little slack.
Can't hold too much against them this early on.
Well, they'll call timeout. 1:50 left to play. We'll step aside quickly here. Bulldogs lead 93-66 here on Adrian College Television.
Adrian College is a private liberal arts institution known for its diverse academic programs, strong emphasis on experiential learning, vibrant campus life, and commitment to fostering a supportive community. Want to visit Adrian College for yourself? Visit our website at adrian.edu/campus visit.
And we're back inside the Maryland Sport and Fitness Center. Under 2 minutes to go in the ball game. Bulldogs sitting at 93 points. You think they'll get to 100?
They're definitely pushing for it. I mean, still being aggressive on the board, still being aggressive with shots. They're trying.
I think you're this close, you might as well go for it. I know you're kind of putting down your opponent, but, well, maybe the next shot will kind of decide it. If you make a 3, and it's like, okay, maybe we go for it. If you settle for a 2 late in the shot clock, maybe not. Ignatowski's been on fire. Tied for the team lead in points with 22. 9 for 15 from the field, 4 for 10 from deep. No free throws. A true shooter. That'd be my stat line. Put up 10 3-pointers. Have a couple of layups to go with it. 3 rebounds, 1 assist, and a foul. 22 minutes of play. Bustle from deep is too far. Rebound was Riley, and it's going to be Bell's ball.
That shot from Bustle, you could see the entire Dogs bench stand up. They wanted that to go for her.
Well, here come the Bells. Gabby Webb calling out number 2. It's a screen from Schrock. Webb behind the back. Gets to the right elbow. Skips it across for Pepler. Gets inside. Throws it up. No good. Rebound goes to Bustle. Kicks it out. Good pass for Anya Riley. Can't handle it. 3-on-3. Pull up from the free throw line. It's good. Alyssa Matuza. McElroy, 70 seconds to go in the game. Bulldogs still at 93 points. I think 100 might be out of the question here. Right wing, McCullough can't connect. Over the back call. That one's going to be called on Sophia Bustle.
Getting a little too eager there. Just sit back, try and hope that the ball, gets tipped, and then, go from there. Don't play too aggressive and reach.
1 minute. Bulldogs lead 93-68. Top of the key is Schrock. Now gives it off. Here's Matuza. Gets it inside. Schrock caught below the bucket. It's it. Rebound. No good. Here's Bustle streaking across the floor. Sophia Bustle drives in off the glass. Can't get the roll. Rebound for Riley. Puts it up and gets fouled. Well, here's Anya Riley at the line. Has played 1 minute in one game all year. Shanks the first. That was smooth. First points on the year for Anya Riley. Goes 2 for 2. That's going to help the free throw percentage.
One of the most important things, being able to make your free throws. They're called free throws for a reason.
Bulldogs still applying the pressure. Tipped again. Picked up by McCullough. Give it off to Riley. Come on, give it to Bustle. Everyone wants it. Bustle from way downtown. Bang! Sophia Bustle, first career points. 7 seconds to go. Will the Bells put up one final shot? It's Gabby Webb. And she'll just dribble it out. Give it to the ref. Horn sounds. Bulldogs win 98-68.
Bustle finally found her range. Kept, was a little long the first couple of times and took a couple steps back and right on the money.
Just got to shoot it from deeper. I mean, why step up and make an easy 15-footer? You can just shoot it from 30 feet almost. That was nothing but net. Wow. Well, we wrap things up here. Bulldogs with a dominant 30-point win here at home over the St. Mary's Bells. Dakota, what do you got?
I mean, Bulldogs were led by Iggs and Ignatoski. I can't speak English sometimes. But, I mean, Bulldogs played a great game all around. They limited their fouls. They rebounded better than the Bells did all game long by a large margin. And they used the paint to their advantage. They got in close, took high-quality shots, and didn't try and force as much. That's something that you got to be able to do in order to succeed and be able to use your deep ball a little more often.
Yeah, and they limited the turnovers. Bulldogs finished with 9 turnovers on the night and 18 for St. Mary's. So definitely a really good mark there for the Bulldogs. The points in the paint, final total, Bulldogs with 56 points in the paint, St. Mary's at 12.
It's a very large difference, but it also shows that you don't have to be in the paint all the time to be successful. I mean, the Bells still scored 68 points. That's not anything to shy at.
That's right at their average, yeah. Average 69 points a game. Look at some of the final totals here. Bulldogs, like you said, out-rebounded the Bells 46-18 and 19-3 on the offensive end. That's really dominant. Turnovers, like you said, 9-18. Look at some of these, highlight some of the players here. Aubrey Iggs led the way, 22 points, went 10 for 15 from the field and 10 rebounds, so she had a double-double. Morgan Babb had a double-double, 13 points, 10 boards, 5 assists, and a steal. Anna Ignatowski with 22 points, but she did it from deep, made 4 3-pointers, 3 rebounds, and an assist. For St. Mary's, it was Kate Restovich, 21 points, 4 for 8 from the field, 3 for 6 from deep, and she had 10 made free throws out of 11 attempts in 30 minutes of play. And as far as her sisters, Annie Restovich, 14 points, 4 3-pointers, and only 1 layup. Didn't get to the line a whole lot. Well, I mean, they shot 26 free throws, but it was all from Kate Restovich, shot 11 of them. Final thoughts here, Dakota?
Really good game, for both teams. Just the Bells have to, tighten up on defense, or not defense, turnovers, not turning the ball over as much. And, I mean, just small things they got to build on throughout, the remainder of the season, and something that's not going to be, too detrimental going down the road, and something that I definitely think that once they get under control, they'll be a really deadly team.
Yeah, it's really going to help, especially if they can get Hannah Outlaw back. Not sure what the status is on her, but as far as us here, that's going to do it from here at the Merrilat Sport and Fitness Center. Final score, Adrian College 98, St. Mary's College 68. From all of us here at ACTV, Dakota Clift, and I am Nathan Lindner. So long, everybody.